What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Berk, aka Danzaway here, and in this video I'm going to give you guys a quick but very dense update about all things related to the channel and upcoming content, because basically this is probably the most content that there's ever been on this channel coming up for the month of November. So I want to make sure everybody is clued in on exactly what is being uploaded and what series are going to be ongoing and what to expect for the next month or two. So, for starters, unfortunately, I was supposed to do a live stream yesterday on Tuesday, and that did not happen because recently, for the last 10 days or so, I've been staying at my parents' place because I have been dog sitting Belle. Long-time followers of the channel will know all about Belle. She is the family dog and the family mascot. We love her so much, but she is getting very old now and needs a lot more care and attention. We can't kind of just leave her all day. And so my parents had some business to attend to in Turkey for a couple of weeks. They are trying to kind of plan the next chapter of their lives, kind of retirement related stuff. And so they really needed to be out there. And so basically it fell onto me to move back to my parents' house, to bring as much of my work with me as I could, and to basically stay with Belle, look after her, give her medication, do what I need to do, and basically try to work as best as I can over there. Given the circumstances, it was a nice 10 days. I have to say it was cool to kind of be back in the home that I grew up in and to spend time with Belle. But of course, work-wise, it was a bit difficult. I couldn't work at full capacity. And as a result, I didn't fall behind, but I didn't do as much as I kind of would have liked to. Now, the plan was to hopefully be back here by the time the live stream came up. But my parents basically booked a ticket that meant that I had to still be at their place on the Tuesday. And I just could not get that setup working properly as I wanted to be able to do a live stream session there, and so it didn't work out. Now, they arrived really late last night, and I had to take them from the airport, all that business, and so I got in really late, and by the time I kind of got up and I got ready to do anything, I still have a lot of work to do today, because there's a ton of content coming up, and taking basically 4 hours out of my day to do a live stream is not really feasible today, because there's just too much going on. And so for starters, there is no live stream this week. I'm also busy on Thursday and Friday, and so that means that I'm going to have to push it to next week. I really didn't want to, because we left it at a really intense place, and I'm really eager to go back and see how far I can go with that challenge. But unfortunately, both for me and for you, trust me, I'm not happy about this myself. You're going to have to wait till next week on Tuesday to have the next live stream. So I had hoped to try and do it today, but there's just too much on my plate right now, and I have to prioritize all of the exciting upcoming content that I have for you guys. Speaking of content, I am going to run it through. This is what's going to be on the channel basically as of this week. We're going to start with Dragon Quest 1 HD 2D Remake. It is coming out imminently, and I will of course be around for the launch and be sharing it with you guys as soon as I'm able. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but anyone who enjoyed Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D and wants to check out more of that stuff, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D will be coming to the channel. Dragon Quest 1 especially should be much shorter than Dragon Quest 3, so it won't be as much of a time commitment. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys check out the first part of that video and show it some love, as you guys always tend to do for the new series. Even if you're not going to follow along the whole way, it really does help for that first part to just get a nice little boost in views, to kind of help the longevity of the series and to help people who in the future want to maybe look up a playthrough for that game. They're a bit more likely to see mine if it's received the love and support of the Danzaway community. So I would really appreciate you guys checking that out. It will be like a premiere format, and so if anyone wants to kind of hang out in there and chat and that kind of stuff, that will be available as well. So Dragon Quest is coming very soon. Then, on Friday, on Halloween, we have Silent Hill F coming, and this time I'm going to do something I've never done before and do a 3-hour premiere special on the channel. This is something that I've been working on in the run-up to Halloween. Thankfully, I had some time to do this one, and I have prepped this massive 3-hour episode. Originally, it was supposed to be closer to 2, but it was a little bit of a, something happened basically in between 2.5 to 3 hours that was super creepy and really cool. And I figured, especially for a Halloween special, I really wanted to make sure you guys saw that while it kind of had the live chat and the premiere going on as well. And so I thought, you know what, I will really give you guys your money's worth and stretch it out to 3 hours. And so for those of you guys that are around on Friday, late afternoon / early evening in the US and evening / night in the UK and Europe, you guys can enjoy a massive 3-hour Halloween special of Silent Hill F, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. So definitely check that one out. Even if you're not that much into the horror side of things, it's always a fun vibe in there. So come and hang out in the chat. Maybe you don't even need to play the video, just leave the chat open and just come and hang out with us and have a good time. And once again, obviously it helps to support the launch of a new series. So that's what's going on. We've got Dragon Quest 1 coming and we've got Silent Hill F coming this week. So that's going to be adding to everything that's already going on. And so I'm going to run those down as well, and you will have a complete picture of everything that's being uploaded over the next month or two. We have Expedition 33 getting close to the end of the story now. Thank you guys for bearing with me for that series. It's been a long one, but I've been doing my best to kind of edit and upload that consistently while trying to also enjoy and upload other things at the same time. I know there's always that sort of debate of why don't you just upload these more quickly? For me at least, this is the kind of full capacity that I can work at. The only way that I can upload Expedition 33 more quickly is if I abandon other content and I don't do it. And over time, I've kind of tended to usually prefer to have multiple series on the channel, different things happening, and just enjoy those at a slower pace. Because no matter what happens, because of the style of content that I make, I'm never going to be able to compete with those channels that really upload everything within the first week or two. Or just, for example, they live stream through the whole game over like, 5 to 10 days and then they just upload VODs of that playthrough. I can't compete with that. So if you're looking to have my channel be the first and quickest place to watch new content, unfortunately that's just never going to be me. I just can't provide that, and it's not how I run the channel. So I do wish I could operate at a higher capacity, but this is all I can really do. And so I hope that you guys continue to stick with the series, or if you've been waiting for me to finish up the story before you dive in from the start, it is coming soon. So thank you for your patience. There is of course more post-game, but I think the story is probably going to be what's most important to a lot of you guys. So the end of the story is going to be coming hopefully pretty soon. Final Fantasy X Masters mod is kind of in the same boat. We are really nearing the end. I only have the Dark Magus Sisters and Penance left. Now, as you might expect, given the difficulty profile of this mod, that took me a lot of time to do, and so there's still going to be quite a lot of content to edit through and present to you guys. But in terms of the actual boss battles remaining, we are really close to the end, and so Masters mod will be coming to a close relatively soon. Because it's only once a week, they are long episodes, but they're only once a week. It will still take a little bit of time, but in terms of the raw content, there isn't too much more left for Masters mod, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys the finale of that adventure. Alongside that, we have Final Fantasy X-2 Escape from Via Infinito challenge. I've been enjoying this one a lot. It's been really good to bring X-2 back to the channel. It's been so many years since I got to play that game. Recording for that series is ongoing. I have made it quite far, but I've definitely not finished it, and I'm looking forward to jumping back in and seeing just how far I can push that before I either give up or I complete the challenge. So I've been getting a lot of people saying that they've been enjoying watching that, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch that one. There will be more content coming from that, of course, so stay tuned for more Final Fantasy X-2. And so that means that as of the end of this week, there are going to be 5 ongoing series on the channel, not including the VODs from the live streams I'm going to continue to do. So that's basically the busiest the channel has ever been. I took it relatively slow by my own standards over the summer, which built up quite a lot of energy. And I mentioned in a previous update that so many things came out during the sort of late August to late October window that I just couldn't ignore them. Like, there's a few games I had to leave. Like, I would have wanted to potentially upload them, but I just couldn't. Like MGS3 and Ghost of Yotei. But as you've seen, it's just too much. And so this is the kind of selection that I landed on. And I have been preparing myself to make sure I can handle the load of this many series at the same time. This is not going to be something you can expect moving forward. Like, this is a rare kind of intersection of different things happening at the same time. But once this kind of rush is over, where I've done all of these kind of 5 series, things will calm down and start to get back to normal, where I have like 2, maximum of 3 things ongoing at once. So hope you guys enjoy it. There's probably going to be more content than you can even watch, but pace yourselves. The content is there to stay. I've always wanted my channel to also be just a huge archive, something for people to just be like, even if the playthrough is like 10 years old, you can go back to it if you're interested in it and just check it out whenever you feel like. So there's no rush. Don't push yourselves to burn out on watching the content. Pick and choose what interests you the most. Except for part 1s of series, as I say, just give those some extra love. But in terms of actually following through with a series, I think it's a really good idea to pace yourselves as well. Maybe kind of watch 1 or 2 of them as they're coming out, and then maybe pick some of them to watch later on if you're the kind of person that does enjoy watching basically all of the content on the channel. So that's what I have for you guys. Those are the updates. Thank you so much for the continued support and love on the channel. Always appreciate you guys, and I'm always working as hard as I can to bring you guys the best content that I can. Even after all these years, like, I've been in this game for such a long time. I'd say I've been uploading regularly since maybe like 2012. And after all this time, I'm still busier than I've ever been, still loving it, still enjoying myself, and still very grateful and not taking it for granted that I get to do this amazing thing for a living. So hopefully you guys will continue to support me in doing that, and I will do my best to continue to do things to the best of my ability and provide you guys with as much content as I can while not compromising on doing things the Dan's Go 8 way that hopefully so many of you guys know and love. So thank you all for watching. I will see you soon. A lot of content to come and a lot of premieres to come, so I hope to see you guys there. Take care, guys. I will see you soon.